some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. So the Florida Gators offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Little touch pass to the receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DB.
Touchdown, Florida! Fitted in the window for the score.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Lost to throw again. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Wolf. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Connors. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the wideout. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Gant. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The give to the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice.
Sneaks it in. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's got it on the move. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Poole. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Huskers want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the returner will be dragged down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Gant. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Poole. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a second. Oh, he's got some space! And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Connors. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Just wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Wolf.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely...
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first.
He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Handoff from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go right back to the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking down the middle. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Flushed out of the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Got him downfield. Great move. Now he's got room. There he goes. He's at the touchdown. Cornhuskers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wolf. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Powers through. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Gators are rolling down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Going to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. Spins away from the defender. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. And the Huskers will punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage. Turning it on! They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Connors. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. With the catch, it's Connors. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Connors. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. On target over the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.